All right, game week 1 predictions. We've got Burnley versus Manchester City to kick things off.
So I've gone. It's at Burnley too.
Yep.
So, but
Turf
I
Moor.
feel the Turf Moor. Yeah. It's the City I've gone with and 2-0.
Oh, I've gone a bit more than that. I've gone 4-1 City.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
So you reckon Burnley will score?
I reckon at home, first game of the season, it'll be exciting. Maybe they'll even score first.
True. Yeah.
And then the City will overpower them in the second half or something. Yeah. Next up, we've got Arsenal at home to Nottingham Forest.
I've got Arsenal with a strong start. 4-0.
4-0. I've got a 2-0.
I think Forest don't start well. I think they get smashed.
Well, I'm pretty sure I saw Jesus is injured. So maybe Havertz starts and he,
Nketiah.
puts 4 goals off target.
Nketiah will probably start up forward.
Yeah.
Maybe he could start to have it. That what?
Or maybe they'll try the 5 attack, like the Havertz and Odegaard midfield with Rice behind.
Yeah.
Possibly.
Absolutely.
Well, we'll see. But I think 2-0.
Fair enough. I've got 4. I think even without Jesus, I think that's going to be a very free scoring team this season. Arsenal. They're probably going to be one of the if not City, they're going to be the highest goal scorers for sure. Obviously, I know, wow, amazing. I've put them second, but second doesn't generally score the most goals. Second most goals anyway.
Yeah. Anyways, next up, I believe, is Bournemouth at home to West Ham. What have we got?
I've got at Bournemouth. I've got West Ham to beat the home side 2-1.
2-1. I've got West Ham to win also, but just the 1-0.
I don't know. I feel like Bournemouth can somehow scrape a random goal from nowhere. For some reason. So, and I think West Ham, they're not going to be good enough to be convincing over them. So yeah, it'll be a tight one.
Yeah, it'll be a tight one either way. Next we've got Brighton and Luton.
I've gone as Brighton at home. Yeah. So
yeah, Brighton at home.
Brighton 3-0.
Yeah, I got Brighton 2-0. I think it's a warm welcome for Luton Town.
I can't wait to see him play though.
Yeah, that's great to see.
I want to see how they adjust to the Premier League and let's see how they play unless they just park the bus. Fuck if I know. I don't know what they're going to be doing, but
I'll definitely be watching that one.
I'm really interested in these teams that have come up this year, and I'm looking forward to seeing more of them. And I know probably should be keeping a better eye on the Championship, but at the end of the day, I'm more concerned about the Premier League and the bigger boys. Whereas these smaller teams that can have an effect on the upper end of the table. I don't see Luton doing that. So yeah, with Brighton I feel are going to edge the top 10. They'll comfortably beat Luton.
Yeah, that's fair enough. So yeah, I've gone 2-0. You gone 4-0?
3-0.
3-0. Pretty similar so far. We've had. Next up, Everton and Fulham. What do you reckon?
1-1.
1-1. I got a 1-0 to Everton.
Interesting. So Mitrovic is still.
He's still there.
A Fulham squad player.
Yeah. So is Jimenez, I think.
If
anything,
that's not bad on their behalf. That's not bad on their behalf, and there's a reason why I put him up towards. I think I did 11th or 10th or something. I put him 10th. So I believe that if they hold on to Mitrovic, and they've got competition in that striking position, they could do bits, man. I think they've got a pretty good bloody midfield too. So yeah, I think they'll be strong in the front third. They're a bit forward heavy, but I still think that they'll do enough to contest with this Everton side that's very stubborn defensively. So when I say stubborn, I mean in the natural ways and when they usually play. Obviously, they haven't been playing well last season or so. But like I said, I think Everton is going to be an overperforming side, and I think that they will get a result out of this at least, and it will be a draw.
Yeah. Well, I actually predicted Fulham to have a better season overall than Everton, but I've got Everton winning this game. Just a gut feeling. I don't know. At home.
Sometimes it's just enough, bro.
Yeah. Anyways, next up, Sheffield versus Crystal Palace. What do we reckon?
Sheffield Palace. I've got 1-1 there as well.
Interesting.
again, Sheffield have come up once more into the Premier League, and Palace, well, after your explanation, are looking pretty strong.
Yeah.
Though I feel like Sheffield first came back in the Premier League. I think their fans are going to be eager to stay there too, and they're going to fight. They're going to make sure their players fight on. Though they'll be coming across a pretty quality Palace side under Hodgson. So I'm going to go with 1-1. It's the gut as well for me. Thing. So yeah, I don't know about Palace's away record. Though yeah, I just feel like that will be a draw.
Yeah. Well, I've got Palace winning 2-1.
Okay.
Obviously, I've said my piece about Palace. Unfortunately, I think Eze is going to miss the first couple of games of the season through injury. And he couldn't even end up getting a transfer away, which will sort of throw my predictions out of whack a little bit. But I think Eberechi Eze especially will be raring to go. Yeah. So yeah, I'm giving them a 2-1 win.
Fair enough. That's pretty realistic. I reckon.
How about Newcastle and Aston Villa? Two strong sides.
I've got the Toons to beat Villa 2-1.
Yep.
Yeah, St James.
I've actually gone a 1-1 draw.
Okay.
I think Aston Villa's up to the task.
Look, I agree. Honestly, last season Villa could have kept Newcastle to a clean sheet.
Yeah.
The way they're playing.
They've strengthened their defense. Mings isn't starting anymore. Big plus. Yeah. But yeah, I think they're definitely up there. Great signings they've made, honestly.
Oh, absolutely, man. Absolutely. We'll just see how that all pans out this season, and hopefully for Villa's sake, because they have put a bit of money into that squad this last 3 seasons.
Yeah.
Let's be honest. It could work out for them. I just want to see actually how they went last season against each other. Damn, man. That's club friendly. Villa kept Newcastle to a clean sheet at home. It was 3-0. But I think
that a friendly?
No, that was Premier League. So,
okay.
But that was the first game Emery took charge. Not the first game, but against Newcastle. The game before, I think, Stevie Gerrard was manager. Let me just have a look quickly. No, it was an interim coach.
Oh, okay.
So that was 4. Newcastle beat Villa 4-0. So as soon as Emery's come in, bang, 3-0. So they did keep him to a clean sheet.
Yeah. Well, I reckon it'll be a 1-1. You had 2-1?
Yep.
All right. Next up, Brentford versus Spurs.
Spurs 2-0.
Spurs 2-0. I got a 2-2.
No, I don't think Brentford score many goals without Tony.
Yeah, it's tough to see how they go forward without him, but I remember, was it them last season where it was one of the first games where Tony was out and they managed to score a few goals against Tottenham?
Go
I think I'm gonna have a quick look.
I don't know. I feel like it could be an open game, like we've been talking about Ange Ball and how he likes to play very, very attacking football and doesn't relent. And that could play in Brentford's favour. Brentford like playing that sort of game too. So, look, yeah, there you go.
Last time they played Mbemo and Visa scored 3 goals between them, and Brentford won 3-1, and that was at Tottenham's home ground. So
that was Tottenham that were struggling.
Yeah,
too. But 3 goals is unreal. 3 goals is unreal without Tony.
Yeah. So I think they'll manage to score against Spurs again. Spurs will get off to a little bit of a rocky start, but obviously Tottenham's got goals in them. You know, Kane, Son, Solomon, not Richarlison. They've got goals in them. So 2-2 for me.
Sweet, sounds good.
Next up, Chelsea Liverpool.
Blockbuster.
Snorefest.
I don't know. One of those matchups. The Chelsea you guys love the stalemates though, man.
Especially against Liverpool and United.
Fucking hell.
Especially against you two.
What it is, Jose did something to that club, bro. I'm telling you, as soon as he came to the Premier League, you guys just played for fucking draws.
Look, I do
against us.
Yeah,
against us.
Look, I do have a sneaking suspicion that there might be just a flutter of goals both ways. But if history has taught us anything about these two clubs, is it's just fucking 0-0 every time.
Yes. I've gone with 1-1.
Yeah, I had 1-1 at first, and then I was nah.
Could be like a late blitz.
Yeah,
You know.
it's two very different looking sides going into this season. Whereas last season they were both two teams that were struggling to score goals. So that's why I thought last season I predicted a 0-0 and I got it spot on, which is what I remember doing. And now this season I'm going 0-0 again because I think whilst they're two very different sides in terms of players and they could be much more of a threat going forward, I feel like both teams will still be finding their feet doing that. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna leave it at a 0-0.
Cool. Yeah. No.
Yeah.
Sweet. Sounds good.
And then last up, your boys, United and the soon-to-be relegated Wolves.
Couldn't be a better start for us, mate. Couldn't be a better start. 4-0.
3-0.
I
Pretty
reckon
similar.
we smack them.
Yeah.
I think we absolutely smack them.
Yeah.
I don't know who's like. I don't know if Wayland's going to be starting.
I reckon he'll come off
on.
the bench. He didn't have any preseason with you guys.
Yeah,
He missed
so
all of those games.
Let's see what happens with him. But I think Rashford's gonna have a great game.
Yeah.
I think he's gonna have an amazing game,
Nice.
and I don't think they're gonna. Our defense is too good. It's just too good for Wolves. Like we said, they've got some decent wingers, but up forward they've got Cunha, but
Yeah.
played poorly last season.
Yeah.
Only a couple of goals. So Jimenez has sort of left a big gap in that regard for Wolverhampton. So I think for that reason, that we're going to exploit them. Podence, I don't know if Podence is going to be starting. I think Neto and I forgot the other player, but they're going to be struggling a lot.
Yeah, it's gonna be a storyline throughout the season. Them struggling, I reckon.